Oh man, Genshin Impact players have reached their limit. What is going on with this game, man? I don't know what the hell is going on with Genshin Impact, but I heard recently that a lot of people are just not satisfied with this game and they're just getting sick and tired of Genshin Impact. The greediness, the laziness has reached its peak. But we're gonna react to this video here, see what's been going on, and yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's hop right into it.
Looking too good for Genshin Impact right now. The newest community outrage and review bombing was actually quite effective. Through review bombing, Genshin has fallen from 4.5 stars to 1 and 2 stars in a variety of mobile stores.
We got another review bombing going on. Same old, same old. You see, here's the thing, bro. A lot of these people are gonna review bomb the game, but they're still gonna play it. Like, how many times as these people review bomb Genshin Impact? They review bomb this game like 50,000 times, and it fixed absolutely nothing. It gets to a point where it's like, all right, man, we review bomb the game. We even review bomb Google Classroom. It did absolutely nothing. So at this point, bro, that uninstall button looking really juicy, man.
Just the beginning, guys. Hold up. Combine this with countless posts across social media of millions of disappointed players, even starting a new hashtag trend.
Who the hell is
Hashtag
this?
doing my
Lohan?
part. Hashtag do better.
Looks like from
hoyoverse,
he
and
looks like a
hashtag
Mondstack
one-star
character.
Genshin. Even one Chinese player refunding $10,000 worth of Primogems is doing his part, even getting his account banned for that. But at least he's now
$10,000 of Primo Gems. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, if you got the money, if you got the bread, hey, by all means, go ahead. But if I had that money, bro, spending $10,000 on Primo Gems would be the last thing I would ever do, bro. I'm sorry, man. I just can't, man. I can't.
$1,000 richer. He got this money back, boys. And in this video, we're gonna do a little bit of a deep dive on what's exactly going on in Genshin, what triggered this massive outrage, and what hoyoverse has been doing to let this all happen.
Okay,
because the real
before he goes over it, let me guess. They're not giving enough pulls. 1, 2, greed. 3, laziness. 4, just doing the bare minimum, right? Like pretty much the same thing for the past few years.
issue goes much deeper. This backlash has been building up for years, and for the first time ever, this outrage might actually affect hoyoverse for real this time. So let's get into it. This massive outrage pretty much started because of the 6.6 update. No, not 6.7. While this patch introduced 2 new 5 stars with Nicole and Lohan, which actually were quite highly anticipated characters, players have quickly noticed that there's something wrong with this update. There's roughly only 60 pulls in an update with 2 new limited 5 stars.
That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. Now listen, I made a video. I forgot which video it was, but it was a video about, you know, people should prioritize enjoying the game versus, you know, counting how many pulls you get in the update. But, you know, when it comes to gacha games, it's like, all right, if you're having fun with the game, that's all that matters. But at the same time, when companies do shit like this, where they're dropping 2 limited 5-star characters and they're giving you like 60 to like what 67 wishes max, plus there's 50-50. That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic because you also have the weapon banner. I'm pretty sure in Genshin Impact, the weapon banner, there is no guaranteed. It is 50-50 as well. So this is just complete greed. Like, this is, like, there's no excuse for this, guys. There's no excuse for this. This is a spit on free-to-play players. They're literally spitting on free-to-play players. They're literally telling them, hey, man, if you pulled on the last character and you have no more pulls left, well, good luck trying to get Nicole and Lohan, because you're not gonna get them. You're not. And even if you're skipping one of these characters, if you're trying to go for Nicole only, you're still not gonna be able to get her, because 67 witches, that's not gonna get you Nicole guaranteed. It's just not. Like, this is ridiculous, man.
These two new characters have also quite underwhelming combat animations. Lo Hen is quite the
Wait,
underperforming.
let me see her animations.
Combat animations. Lo Hen is quite the two new characters have also quite underwhelming combat animations. Lo Hen.
Bro, I'm sorry, man, but Nicole, dude, I'm pretty sure Nicole is a part of the Hexen Circle, right? And that's like a group of powerful witches or female characters. I'm sorry, dude. That's insane, man. And I know like people have different opinions when it comes to the animations and stuff like that, but like once again, dude,
Stars. These two new characters have also quite underwhelming
bro,
combat animations. Lo Hen.
oh, oh man, that that does not match. Like that does like what I mean by that doesn't match is like when you look at their gameplay, it just doesn't give you that feeling like, oh, this is a very powerful character. It doesn't give you that feeling at all. It's just EQ and swap, and that's pretty much it.
Is quite the underperforming character with low numbers. There's also no new exploration content, so less things to do for players. Combine this also with barely any events in this whole update.
So Lohan was supposed to be a standard
Nothing
5-star,
new in this game, to be honest. This
but they
update
made him
also will
limited.
give players a new weapon skin. This one made the players extremely mad, because it's been now a while since they stopped giving 4-star weapons and instead give only weapon skins. It is just getting more predatory with this. And the latest weapon skin that we get is literally a recycled weapon that already exists in the game. And stuff like this has been happening now since multiple patches. And I think this was the breaking point for the community, because Genshin has been now getting away with low effort updates, weak
Hey, whoa, what was that?
Genshin has been now
Traveler got a new skin there? Okay.
getting away with low effort updates, weak rewards, and frustrating systems with no quality of life being added for years now. And this time, players are actively fighting back. We got players now pointing out the massive issues that the game has. Even one Japanese Genshin player was going viral on Twitter with this tweet here. Genshin is giving up and attracting new players and shifted to fully milk the existing players. Pretty much saying that the game has just stopped trying. Another player has a very
Nigga, the game been stopped trying. Like, what are we talking about? The game has stopped trying. The game been stopped trying. People like me have been pointing this out forever, and you know we would get attacked for it. People would call us like niggas would call me like a crew about whenever we point this shit out. It's like, dude, no man. Like the reason why we called this out is because Genshin Impact, these niggas, they have the money. They have the money. So what's the reason for them to do all of this? Of course, you know, the more they do this, the more money they'll get. But like at the same time, it's like giving a free 5-star character. Like you guys remember the whole free 5-star character situation. It literally took them, I think 4 or 5 years. I think 4 years. It took them 4 years to finally give their players a free 5-star unit. That's insane. Like a free 5-star unit after 4 years is ridiculous. And I don't even think it was a limited. I don't think it was a limited 5-star unit. Was it? I forgot. It's been a minute. But it's the fact that, you know, in order for players to get what they want, there has to be a riot. There has to be review bumps. There has to be drama. Like it's the fact that the devs they know what they're doing is wrong, but they just don't want to listen to their players because they know they can get away with it. And the reason why they can get away with it is because you have a group of people that are going to constantly defend them and say they don't have to, you know, treat their players fairly. They don't have to treat their players at all because it's a free game, you know? Like people would say, "Oh, why are you complaining? It's a free game." Like, what are we talking about? There's like so many free games out there where they give you free stuff. For example, Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, you can play with every character for free, but sometimes they also give you skins for free. They literally give you skins for free, and if you keep grinding the battle pass, you can purchase a legendary skin. Like there are so many free games out there where they actually reward their players, and players don't feel as if they're being treated like shit for playing the game free to play. Like Genshin is one of the only games where like being a free to play player feels like a punishment because you know you have exploration. You know, oh, if you don't have Venti, if you don't have these type of characters, you won't be able to fly over this cliff. You know, oh, if you don't have these Natlan units, then it's going to be really hard for you to traverse through Natlan terrain. It's like there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through just to enjoy the game. And I've been got sick of this shit years ago. Like the last time I touched this game was probably like last year. Like I haven't touched this game at all. Because enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. I would rather play something where I'm actually having fun. I would rather play a game where developers are actually taking care of free-to-play players and they actually treat free-to-play players very, very good.
Opening video on Twitter showing that if he would do all these quests that you see on the screen right now, it would give him free pulls. Each of these quests take about 1 to 2 hours. You can
That's
just
crazy.
imagine that, how crazy it is. Even players waking up and posting stuff like, bro,
The game still
was
don't
it
have a skip
always
button,
like
by the way,
this?
guys.
When they look at the wish amount that they get in every patch. Because you need to save up for multiple patches in Genshin if you want to get one character, which is honestly just very bad compared to other gacha games nowadays. And of course, there's so many other problems in this game that keeps frustrating these players that are now doing these outrages. A prime example is the chests that you open that give you 2 primogems in this game. Players have started to realize that you need to open 80 chests if you want to get 1 pull in this game. Another banger is this new system that they are adding in. You guys know this new system that gives you a duplicate 5-star when you finish 8 weeks of daily quests? Now they're adding a new system on top of that that gives you 20 primogems when you are done with this whole thing. Meaning a whole week of daily quests give you 20 primogems. Absolutely laughable again. It's like they're throwing pennies at players. Like I really don't want to imagine what it's like being an F2P in this game. This game also still doesn't have artifact loadouts. And it's been 6 years now. This game also still doesn't have a skip button, which players have.
And when you point this out, when you point these things out, they call you a Kurobot. They call you, you're just being negative, toxic, negative. Like, bro, I'm sorry, man, but pointing these things out, it's not being toxic. It's just showing how outdated the game is. Like, this game has been out for a very long time. It's been out ever since COVID. And the fact that the game still doesn't have a skip button, the game still doesn't have an artifact loadout, it's pathetic. It is. It's pathetic and it's embarrassing. This is a multi-billion-dollar company we're talking about. These guys have all the resources in the world to implement these small things. Like it doesn't take that long. All they have to do is flip the switch and they can and all these things that we want in the game, they'll get added. They just refuse to do it.
Have been begging now for years. I mean, even weapon and character material domains are still locked behind limited weekdays. What's going on in the development team, man? Of course, that's just a few examples of problems that the game has. Especially because all these other hoyoverse games don't have these issues. And this is why players are feeling now neglected. These developers are just completely ignoring players.
That's one thing I used to talk about a lot. Like, you look at games like ZZZ, all the things that players complain about in Genshin, like you see that in ZZZ. For example, free 5-star, you already got that in ZZZ. In HSR, skip button. They added the skip button in HSR. I think they added a skip button in ZZZ. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below. But all the things that players want in Genshin Impact, they add that in other Hoyoverse titles. And that's the one thing I notice about Hoyo. It's like whenever you want something in Genshin, they take what you want and they put it in another game. They never put it in Genshin Impact.
Feedback now since multiple years now, since probably the first anniversary happened, because that was the last time where they listened to community outrage. Since then, it has been silent. But this time, the community does not want them to get away with it. This backlash now feels stronger than ever, and there's multiple reasons.
Bro, I can't wait for that Cyberpunk collab, dude. That's gonna be so fun.
Genshin to all these other games that came out in the recent years. They are comparing it to Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, PGR, Arknight's Enfield, Nemesis to Everness, Star Rail, because these games keep constantly exposing.
Yo, Mongol Stardive, dude. I gotta make a video about Mongol Stardive. I fucking love that game. I love Mongol Stardive so much. Like, they actually, like, Netmarble, that Mongol Stardive is actually a rare W for Netmarble, because Netmarble, them niggas are greedy as shit. But Mongol Stardive, if you guys haven't played that game, y'all should check it out. The gacha system is peak. There is no 50-50 at all. There's really no 50-50. The combat is very similar to WoWa. When you switch between characters, you get that little animation. But it's dope, dude. I fucking love the game. I love it a lot.
Players see better combat animations, better pull economy, and better rewards in other games. They see better banners, guaranteed characters, guaranteed weapons, better monetization, even bundles or spending events. Of course, quality of life is being added in all these other gacha games consistently. Other gacha
Yep.
games also are listening openly to feedback and talk transparently to their players. I think one of the best examples right now is Wuthering Waves with 150 pulls in their newest anniversary. This could be anniversary rewards that Genshin could also be doing. NTE also offers far more consumer-friendly systems. They gave away a free 5-star because of launch issues. They have skins that you can buy just with in-game currency and have guaranteed banners.
It's like when you look at all these other gacha games, all the games that Genshin is competing with, it's just embarrassing at this point. It's embarrassing and it's sad because it just shows you how far gone that game is, how far behind Genshin Impact is. Getting a free 5-star character in Genshin is like a fever dream. That's just not real. It's unrealistic and that's sad. Like getting a free 5-star in other gacha games is not, it's not unrealistic. Like you can actually expect that to happen. What else was I gonna say? You know, quality of life as well. Like in Mongol Stardive, you know, quality of life, they're going crazy with quality of life. One of the main issues I had with Mongol Stardive is the monster drop rate. It was pretty bad, but they're fixing that in the next update. It's like when it comes to quality of life, free 5-star characters, and listening to your players, you know, a lot of these gacha games are doing a great job. But like the only gacha game that I've seen that's just not doing these things is just Genshin Impact. And of course, there's probably some other games, but you know, Genshin Impact is like the most popular gacha game ever. So yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
So naturally, players are asking, if other developers can improve, why can't Genshin not do it? And more importantly, where is Genshin's money going that these players keep investing in? Many players have started to feel like that it's definitely not going back into the game.
The money's not going back into the
outrage is
game.
now
This has
more
been proven
effective than
multiple
ever.
times. This has been proven multiple times. The money is not going back into the game. They're taking that money and they're doing projects. You guys remember the whole what was it called again? The power plant. I think the nuclear power plant. I think that's what it was called. They have like projects, like stuff like that. You also have the AI thing. Like they're investing in other things versus investing in the game. Like if they want to invest in other things, that's totally fine. But taking that money and reinvesting into the game, that should be one of the top 3 things you guys should be focusing on, because the reason why players spend money on Genshin Impact is to support the devs so that, you know, the game can actually stay alive. That's the reason why they spend money on the game, and of course to get what they want. But you know, the devs, they should take that money and they should, you know, implement some changes. You know, a lot of things that players want in the game. That's what they should do with that freaking money. Don't take the money and put it on something else. It's just disrespectful.
Is because times have changed.
Plus, it's like a
Players' wallets are now
scam too.
stronger
It's
than
it's
ever.
literally a
Live
scam.
service games
It's like they're
survive
taking our
because
money and saying,
consumers
"Yeah,
support them.
we're gonna
It's a
take your
give
money and we're gonna
take
use it on something
relationship. You give
else
us a good
versus the
product,
game."
players will spend money. And developers cannot get away with it anymore when they keep taking money and just do the bare minimum. And this is
Exactly.
exactly what Genshin has been doing these last years. But players are done with slop, and all these outrages and this one have been slowly but surely affecting Genshin Impact's reputation. Whereas old players are quitting the game, or new players are even too afraid to get into this game because of the toxicity that's going on. It also affects the sales because players have definitely started to spend less money in the game. The thing is, players have now more options of live service games than ever before. This is a huge difference to the other outrages, because all these other Genshin-like games did not even exist 2 years ago.
And I pointed this out long ago. I said the more, you know, gacha games release over time, the more people are gonna get sick and tired of Genshin Impact, because you guys notice Mongol Stardive, NTE, what's another one? Arknight's Infill. Plus we have Ananta coming soon, Silver Palace. The more these games start releasing, the more people will start to realize, man, this game is fucking outdated. This game is insanely outdated. And people like me, we were right. We were right about Genshin Impact. We were right about this game. And we weren't being toxic. We were just saying the truth. It's just the truth that the game is in serious trouble and the developers need to get their shit together. Ever since they said that statement, they said um Genshin, wait, you guys remember that that quote? Genshin doesn't want to make money, right? Like That shit was insane, man. When they said that, I was like, all right, bro. Like this game is a lost cause. You see things like level 100. When there was like a whole like situation around that where people are like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Even though you get like a damage increase, it's like the fact that they locked level 100 behind a paywall is absolutely insane. Instead of them just giving it to players for free, they're like, nah, you have to like C6, not even C6, you have to C6 plus multiple units in order for you to reach level 100. And you look at Stingy and Onslaught, it's like instead of you just like relying on skill, it's literally a character check. A character check and a constellation check. If you get that character, how many constellations do you have on that character? Because it doesn't matter if you get that character. If you ain't got no constellations on them, you ain't beating Stingy and Onslaught. It's like, man, it's crazy, bro.
Much means that Genshin is not protected anymore by being the monopoly of this type of game they were. Because before that, a lot of players were tolerating all these issues and frustrating systems.
Hey, there go my girl, bro. I gotta get her next, man. She's pretty dope.
Able to choose what they want to experience. And most likely, players will choose the option that has just the more positive reviews. That's just common sense. Players want to support developers who show passion and create great products. And players reject multi-billion-dollar companies who just create slop. Because now let's get into the facts. Because Genshin Impact's public metrics are declining. It literally reached its lowest point ever on Google Trends. Engagement also doesn't seem to rise any further. It just seems like that this game is not attracting new players. And big parts why that is most likely because the game feels outdated, also that there are better options that are way more player friendly, and of course, as I mentioned, that the reputation of the company is just sinking. And all of this is literally just hoyoverse's fault. They feel attacked when they get criticism.
No, it's hoyoverse's fault, and it's also the community's fault. Not everybody in the community, but I'm talking about like the defenders. I definitely blame the defenders because, Hoyo defenders, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hoyo defenders have to be the most insufferable people in the gaming community, dude. They're insanely insufferable. Everything Hoyo does, they just defend him no matter what. It's ridiculous, man. So, because of them, these devs, they pretty much don't have to do anything because these people will spend money on the game regardless and they will defend the devs no matter what. So it's like, why should the devs even fix the game if they don't have to? If they have a group of people that are going to defend them, why should they fix the game? You know what I'm saying?
Instead of using it to improve their game. And there's also a big shining light that I have to show you guys. Data miners have found files on Genshin Impact that it's about to launch on Steam. It also makes sense because there is also multiple games from Hoyoverse already on this platform. Honka Impact has been on Steam now for multiple years, even sitting on mostly positive. Zenless Zone Zero is also about to launch in the next couple of months on Steam as well. The great thing about this is that we can finally share our voices on the Steam platform about
Genshin.
It's gonna be very interesting what is about to happen on this platform, guys. I cannot wait to see it. It's also fun.
It's gonna be mostly negative on Steam.
Doesn't have any power over the players because what they're used to do is that they remove negative reviews, they remove review bombing, they also ban Discord users that simply complain and share their feedback about the game. And of course, I don't need to mention that they also ignore surveys since pretty much the launch of the game. So
nigga, what the hell happened to the surveys? Am I the only one? But you guys remember when they used to drop those like dev notes? When was the last time they dropped a dev note? I used to roast the hell out of them when they used to drop those dev notes because those dev notes were garbage. But I think the last dev note was, I don't remember what the last one was. That was like months ago. But they stopped dropping those because they were so useless. Like they literally made a dev note about birthday mail. Like I'm being dead ass. They made a whole dev note about birthday mail. It's insane. That shit was so stupid. And then people were literally defending it. They were like, oh, this is great. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, oh my gosh, dude. That shit was funny, though.
Steam might be the perfect platform to finally show everybody what's really going on in this game. Players do not demand perfection. They demand improvement. And right now, that's the real missing puzzle piece. The improvement is not visible. But anyways, guys, this is it. I appreciate y'all for watching.
All right, man. Yeah, good video. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on with the game. I'm not surprised. It's really the same thing that's been happening forever. Genshin Impact devs are being mad greedy. They're being lazy. They're doing the bare minimum. And of course, you got some people who are just going to defend him. And you got some people who are just getting sick and tired of it. Now, honestly, what I would do is I would just quit the game entirely and, see what happens there. If nothing happens, then it is what it is. The game is just a lost cause. This has been happening for 4 years, and it's about to be 5 years. I mean, I think it's already 5 years. has been happening for a minute, bro. And you know, the review bombing and all this is not gonna change anything. If they're giving players 60 pulls and they're dropping 2 limited 5-star characters and there's 50-50, like guys, what else do you want me to say? Like the sign, like the sign is right there in your face. They're giving you guys signs. They're literally telling y'all, "Hey, go fuck yourself, bro." Like they don't care. These devs don't care at all. But yeah. Hope you guys have a good one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Adios.